Got it. This meeting is
consenting to being recorded.
All right, so I don't have the headphones on this week just because
I was wondering if you had ears. Now we see them.
They're there. But I usually I like having the headphones on because I can hear a lot better. It's really close, and I don't have to worry about anything. Like right now, the air conditioner's running, so it's a little louder than normal, but fuck it. So I'm just as lazy. I just got done eating. And I knew I had to eat before this podcast, this episode, because it seems that food was kind of some of the things that were popping up everywhere.
Because we're always getting into food, music, and some sort of alcohol.
Right, exactly. As I'm drinking the gluten-free beer that may contain gluten, and you're having the cheesecake.
Blueberry sour. It's amazeballs. I actually stopped in because they have a key lime pie that's amazing, but they don't have it in cans, so I had to settle for cheesecake instead of pie.
Oh, are you really that tore up though?
No, actually, I think this is not as sweet. Like the key lime pie is very, very sweet, very, very tart. Like it's a real sipper. But this, you could guzzle this. You're gonna be in trouble. But it's kind of like it's a meal though. Like this is just like it's a beer shake.
Yeah,
that's probably a thing.
Beer shake. Yeah, that should be a thing if it isn't.
Yeah. If you have enough, you'll start shaking.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think when you talk about food, are you referring to what I tagged you on Twitter with? Yeah.
Yes. So you've been tagging me a couple times about that. So
yeah, I don't know if you've had Watecha Bowl. They do Indian tacos, and they have a 5-pound Indian taco like challenge, and they're doing one for Father's Day on Saturday. So that's why I was tagging you. I was like, if you're not doing anything, you could do that. They've had 25 people attempt it, and one person has actually finished the whole thing.
I don't know why, but I know it's 5 pounds worth of food, but for some reason it just doesn't seem like that much. I just don't know.
It's mostly fry bread. Right.
So it's going to fill you up, and the meat that's in it, the protein, it's all going to be it's just hamburger. It's buffalo, but it's ground up. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it shouldn't be all that fitting. The thing that would get me is, seeing the pictures that they had of those fry bread that they had, was that they had 4 dollops of sour cream on there and a shit ton of cheese.
You could probably get it dairy free. You coward. No.
I don't know if that.
I don't want to spend Father's Day crapping my brains out, Leah.
Well, that's exactly. I don't even think.
Why don't you want to have fun, Brett? Sit in the toilet.
Shit in your pants while you're trying to eat a 5-pound taco.
It's Father's Day, and if I want to shit my pants all day, I will.
Yeah, that's the Father's Day. If I can't do that for Father's Day, then
we'll give you a case of toilet paper and some of those like Charmin wipes, and you have a good time in there.
I'll just finish the rest of this in the toilet.
Yeah, like you do. Well, before we hopped on here, I just saw a wild post, and I put it on Twitter because I'm just like, I can't believe this is real. So, Rapid City's like my hometown. For people that aren't familiar with Rapid City, it's where like Mount Rushmore is, very touristy. And somebody had taken a picture of a billboard this guy had put up that just says, "Millionaire next door seeks traditional wife," and then there's an email address.
Of course, that's Rapid City.
Like I said, the odds are good, but the goods are odd, very odd. I was like, who's gonna email this guy? Somebody has to find out what the story is here. I would love it was like a viral marketing thing for something, but if you need a red flag, like somebody advertising their personal email address to find a traditional wife on a billboard, that's a pretty big red flag.
Yeah, I just put it up. Seeks traditional wife.
Traditional wife. I like that they changed up the font though. Like, I really feel sorry because I know this billboard company has to have an in-house designer that was on the phone with this guy and be like, "So you wanted to say what? Come again?" And then just your email on the. Okay.
Okay, right.
Nothing else.
Well,
you want a picture because traditional wife is clear enough. Gotcha.
You didn't say what the email address was either.
For anyone who wants to know, it's workinghardformydreams@yahoo.com, which is how you know this is like a boomer, right?
Oh my
At Yahoo, get out of town.
I can't say anything about the Yahoo. I still have a Yahoo account, so I can't.
I used to have a Yahoo account, and I used to have a Hotmail, and they all kind of pointed to my Gmail, and now I think they've kind of fallen off, but I just, yeah.
But it's hilarious.
You know, find love however you want to, but don't find it like this. This is weird. Yeah. So I put it on Twitter. I'm hoping somebody picks it up. If not, I'm going to steal this idea for my new rom-com, Lonely Millionaire Next Door. Working hard for my dreams @yahoo.com.
Oh my goodness. So speaking of your writing career and ideas, so last week I was and I'm this is kind of getting into one of the things I'm getting into this week is travel. Okay, so
yeah.
I'm getting into it because I went out and I traveled last week. I actually got on an airplane. I flew out to Boston and drove from Boston down to, really was getting that there. From Boston down to
You already picked up the
Island.
accent and everything.
I picked it up. Holy cow. So it was from Boston down to Long Island and put on like 500 miles onto a rental car. Visited all these customers around the area. However, I was like, oh my gosh, I need to verify this. I'm doing this on the fly a little bit, but I was driving from I think it was from the airport to where I was going to first, and I needed to verify Killing. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's this place called Killingly, Connecticut.
Killing me softly?
Killingly. Like the adverb, like killing was an adverb.
Like Johnny Dangerously?
Yeah,
your last name's an adverb? Yeah, I like that.
So Killingly, Connecticut. I saw that and I was just like, oh, that's an interesting name for a sign. And, it was on the right side of the road. Then I look over to the left side of the road, graveyard, like the big old graveyard. And I was just like, that'd be a great plot for a horror story, to take place in Killingly, Connecticut. When you drive into town, the first thing you see is a graveyard.
Welcome. It's a quiet community.
Enjoy your stay forever.
Yes. It's so calm and peaceful here, no one leaves.
Right, exactly. You always have a home at Killingly. So I just that was as far as I got. But
sorry, just weighing my chin on the desk.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Killingly, Connecticut. But yeah. So travel, I'm going to talk about getting into that because I've always enjoyed travel. It really has always been one of my dreams as I was growing up. So when I grew up, my parents owned a restaurant, and the only time that we really was able to do anything outside of our small town was on the weekends, or during the winter, I should say, not on the weekends, during the winter. And so during the winter, when Christmas break, we would very often go to hotels and stay in a hotel for a weekend or whatnot, and go swim or do whatever. It was usually just going to Sioux Falls or
get out of
going
town,
to Mitchell.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. And so I always enjoyed going to a hotel and just kind of getting away. And it was a place where my parents actually would meet up with other families, so I got to know kids, and I grew up with kids that were my age, that were friends of my parents, and still friends with them today. And so you have kind of this nostalgia about travel and doing all that. And I always thought, how fun would it be to be able to have a job where you travel and you get to stay at all these places, and later in life figuring out that having having food and, you know, being able to be introduced to all these weird things in all these places. And it was something I did for a long time, and then the pandemic took it away. And it was something that I wasn't sure on how that was going to happen or how that was going to pick back up. So yeah, last week was the first week where I was able to go out, go out on an airplane and through the airports, you know, like I said, drive around, go out, see friends, and be able to hang out in a bar or a restaurant. And it's great that we're able to be at a place where we can feel comfortable doing that again.
Yeah,
Now,
for sure.
with that saying, it was weird as all hell.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's still, yeah. There's some things it's going to take time for a lot of things to go back to a sense of normalcy.
Right, but it was great. It was you know, it felt like old times, you know, type thing. So
nice.
So that's why I really need to say this week I'm getting into travel.
Yay! I'm excited for you. Looks like you got a lot more coming up too. I mean, now that word has gotten out, other companies are lining up to put you on the dance card.
Oh, I know. I already got Savannah, Georgia that wants me to come out.
Super jelly.
Yep, and then Austin, Texas.
Nice.
Yeah, so I got those two on the docket, but unfortunately right now, with it being as hot as it is, this is our busy season in the HVAC industry.
What?
Yeah, imagine that.
Oh yeah, no, I've been spending more time in our warehouse than normal, which is
and that warehouse is nice and warm.
Yeah, it is. The new guys at work have figured out just pack shorts, because when they need you to help in the warehouse, you're just gonna get drenched. So
yeah,
it's all right.
Oh gosh, I remember those days. But then you also had, well, the nice thing in the warehouse, at least you have during the winter months, it's warmer in there. I remember, so part of my job, I would have to go around to people's warehouses or back rooms to be able to organize their shelves. And there were some contractors that I worked for, or, you know, I did that for, that didn't have heated back rooms. So yeah, I remember one time.
They could do something about that, like being an HVAC.
Yeah, they didn't care. Imagine it. This was in Wisconsin too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
that's not too hard to imagine.
I was trying to work into their back room, and I had to put gloves on my hands, which was tough because I was dealing with really small things and trying to write on magnets and everything going on. And I'm not one for gloves either, but I was so cold. I could see my breath because it was so cold in the back there. It was ridiculous. Yeah, but so we kind of just jumped right into it, and mostly because of food.
Yes.
I had to eat something beforehand. You're probably getting ready to eat something tonight.
Oh. Yeah, I think we're just doing pizza on the grill.
Okay.
Like, now that it's so hot, you know, I think everything we're just grilling. It's like, we could figure out a way to grill it because the house is just freaking hot. I mean, our air conditioner actually broke. So last week I did the half marathon, and like, we're flying out of the house trying to leave so we can get across the state to go pick up my stupid packet, you know, so I can show up at the race with my bib and stuff. Yeah. And as we're going, I'm like turning down the air conditioner to put on vacation mode so the cat can be comfortable while we're gone.
Okay.
And like legit sparks start shooting out of our through the wall air conditioner.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
We're like, ah! Of course, you know, the car's loaded. The dog and the kid are already in the car. We were just going to just grab the stuff and go. So we unplug it out of the wall, and I'm just like, well, the house is probably not going to burn down. I mean, it's like 80% asbestos, so we're probably fine.
You're fairly
sorry, cat. We'll see you later, Ashes. That might be an accurate name, but you know, the house did not burn down.
No.
And thankfully, we had a replacement one at Johnstone. So like, we came back from Rapid City, drove by the store, picked up my window unit, and went right home and installed it. So it was like 87 degrees in the house when we got home.
Oof! Wow.
Yeah. It did cool it down to 77 by the time we went to bed, so it wasn't terrible. But
that's pretty good.
Yeah. So hopefully we're good for. I mean, that thing lasted like 8 years, which
nice.
For a through the wall air conditioner, it's pretty good.
Yeah, trying to stay on top of everything and all too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the heat. I love because really it's been pretty dry here. Like, I love a dry heat, but like, I cannot sleep when it's too hot. Like, I love the windows open, and like the last 2 nights we've been able to have the windows open.
But, yeah, the nights have been good finally.
Yeah, like we went. Speaking of things to get into, we went camping for the first time this last weekend.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, we love camping. When I realized that there's really only 2 parties. Like, you either love to camp or you just don't camp. You know. Yeah, no one's kind of into camping, right?
I'm in the latter.
yeah. I've tried to let people just like, why wouldn't you just get a hotel room?
Yes.
I think camper people are somewhere in the middle. Like, they like the idea of camping, but they also want to get a good night's sleep and have running water. Yeah. I respect that. I don't know. Like, my parents were not campers. I think it's because my dad was in the military, and like, I think when you're in the military, the idea of sleeping in a tent on the ground has zero appeal.
Right.
But you know, Dusty and I love to camp, and so this last weekend we just went up to Split Rock Creek in Garrettson. It's a city park, so it's super chill, and camped by the water. There wasn't any bugs because it was too damn hot.
Yeah.
But it cooled down nice at night. I mean, we even just slept with the tent or the sleeping bag on the ground. We didn't even get the air mattress, and Chet decided to sleep out under the stars, which I don't know how that worked, but
you know, I know, even though that there would be no, you know, you said there wasn't many bugs, but
yeah, you'd find them quick.
I was gonna say, especially knowing a lot of skin too.
Yeah, well, and I don't know if there's any truth to this. I've just heard it before, which said that if you have negative blood, you taste better to mosquitoes. Again, anybody correct me on this. I've not heard that, but as somebody with negative blood, like, I just get eaten alive, like welts, like the size of quarters from mosquitoes, and I'm just like, it must be extra tasty, I guess.
Yeah, they really like me because I'm the same way. I have the negative blood, and that I've heard that as well. But I swear I can be in a group and it will I'll be the only one that gets mosquito bites, the only one that has gnats just rotating around my head. And
those biting flies.
Oh yeah,
those are the worst. I'll take mosquitoes any day over those like nasty biting fly things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
things we are not getting into. Biting bugs.
Absolutely. Fuck the biting
flies. You heard it here first. I don't know, is there like a bug positivity podcast? There probably is. I think there's a podcast for everything, right?
But
Bug Pod. We talk about how great bugs are.
Yeah. Yeah, the less annoying ones. How about we talk about just those?
Yeah, like lightning bugs, dragonflies. Cool. I'm in.
You can leave those on. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's the time of year where like you can tell it's dry out because all the bugs are getting into my house. Yeah, like last week I found one of those like fuzzy centipedes in my bed. And it was like, it's just cooling off in the house. I got my book. I'm in my jams. We're gonna get in bed, and all of a sudden, me and Dusty both went, ee! I slept in the couch. We had to like bleach all the bedding. I wanted to throw the mattress away. Like,
oh man,
I do not like those things. I don't know where it came from, but fuck.
Yeah.
Hate
we
bugs.
Had one that came out underneath our stove a couple days ago.
Oh, I think it's the fast, like they're so fast, and they got the fuzz on them, and just
Mm-hmm. Well, this was a big one too. This was a couple inches long. I mean, it wasn't one of the smaller ones. It was a big one. So yeah, it was the day that I got back, and I was just jet lagged, and I'm just like, look, Donna, get that.
We've been trying to teach the cat to eat them, and the cat won't eat them. The dog won't eat them. Just like, Zooks. Train the kid to at least take care of them. Both me and Dusty are terrified of spiders, and I'm okay with spiders because they keep the gross things away. Like, I'll take a house full of spiders any day.
Sure, absolutely. Most of the time, you know, especially so I'm in the basement, and I can see a spider over in the corner of my ceiling right now. But most of the time, you know, they're hanging out in my room.
They just chill. They don't dart out at you. You know,
right?
Can I just mind their own business?
Yeah. Now, so now the only ones I really don't like. So these are like the little. They look like mini daddy long legs ones. They're
Oh yeah.
Fairly translucent. They're not too bad.
They're just little spiders.
The ones I don't like are the garden ones that are pretty.
Like the wolf spiders.
Well, I mean, it kind of looks like it, but I mean, it's not that big. Those wolf spiders are really big, but no bigger than a quarter.
Yeah.
But still, it's just they can get to be aggressive sometimes, and don't like them.
Yeah, we're not getting into spiders.
Nope.
Because you guys tune into what we're not getting into the podcast.
Right. We're gonna have
We should definitely do an opposite day podcast where we just talk about things we're not getting into. It's gonna be very long.
Be the longest podcast, absolutely. Yep. I think that was basically my last podcast I did, where I just ranted
stuff
about
I shit on.
Yeah.
I don't know. We already have social media, and that's pretty much what social media is for. Just everyone shitting on things. So I feel like this is refreshing because it's like, hey, here's people talking about positive things.
Yeah. Yay. When I had the other podcast, it was in the time of MySpace, so it was early social media. Where
man, here's a good question for you. So this came up on Twitter. What was your MySpace go-to song? Because remember, you used to so for those who don't know, on MySpace, it's like Facebook, but you could also have music. So if someone came to your Facebook or your MySpace page, it would start playing music, and I remember being very concerned that it had the right music to signal to my own.
Oh, see, I never put any song on my page.
You of all people didn't put any music on your MySpace?
It was on it, but it didn't automatically play. I didn't do a lot of I don't remember. It was probably some I hate to admit that, but yeah.
You didn't blast some ska at people or nothing?
No, I don't remember. If I did, I don't remember.
If it helps, I'm pretty sure MySpace is still out there.
It still is, but they've changed it up so much that I mean, even if I try, I don't even remember if
You're gonna have to use your Yahoo account to log in, guys.
Do I really? Is that
I don't know.
Oh, I was gonna say that'd be funny. Let's see. Sign in. Oh, hey, look, I can sign into MySpace with my Facebook page. My Facebook login.
Of course.
Oh my.
That's how they get you.
Yeah.
I see what you did there, Zook. You and fucking JT are in cahoots.
Right. Oh man. All right. I'm not gonna do that anymore.
I had a Massive Attack. It was kind of when I was getting into them, which was after the fact, but I thought that was kind of edgy for early 2000s.
Absolutely. Massive Attack, if I remember right, they did a song on the Spawn soundtrack.
I think you are correct.
Yeah. Was it the one that were they the one that did the song? So the Spawn soundtrack had a lot of duos, a lot of crossover type things. Were they the ones that did a song with Marilyn Manson?
I don't know. I'm looking at the Wikipedia as we speak here.
All right, now we gotta look that up now too.
I remember liking Spawn a lot because I'm a huge Johnny Legs fan. For anybody else here, I always had a huge crush on John Leguizamo.
Oh yeah.
So I was all in for this movie with him as this obese clown, which he's the best part of that movie because he was swinging for the fences and chewing up the scenery, and he nailed it.
Absolutely. No, it was, Sneaker Pimps is what I was thinking.
Yep. They did have a lot of crossover with the sounds, but man, 1997 soundtrack. This is just like a time capsule of those bands. We got Silverchair, we got Korn, Marilyn Manson, Stabbing Westward, Incubus.
DJ Spooky doing a Metallica remix. There you go.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Stabbing Westward, Prodigy,
yes. This is
Incubus.
Yeah. All the things that edgelord Leah would have been yeah, this is cool.
I love it. I love that. Yeah, absolutely. That's actually one of my favorite soundtracks. It really is.
I imagine it's still pretty good. Like, because it came at a time before like nu metal sort of took over everything. Like, I'm not a huge nu metal fan.
Yeah.
Some people are, again, it's fine to like a thing. I just like early to like late 2000 or the aughts. I don't know why no one wants to call it that, but like that new age metal stuff just wasn't really my jam.
Yeah.
But,
see, I like the early new age metal. I did like the Corns. I liked early Limp Bizkit.
but
I
think we all got caught in that wave.
Yeah. Once it got to like I'd even say like third wave new metal. So like Linkin Park is something that I'd say that kind of be along that, because
I really liked Linkin Park a lot. I liked Linkin Park and Incubus.
See, I could never stand Incubus. I don't know what it was, but no.
Their lead singer was really hot, so that was kind of like you're like not my type, Leah. Sorry.
Yeah, Incubus I couldn't really get into. Deftones I couldn't really get into.
Yeah.
But
it was a time. I do think it's funny that like I can tell like rock stations don't know what to call like the 2000s, because they're always like the 80s, the 90s, and today. And I'm just like, fucking the aughts were over a decade ago. So I always call it the aughts. I don't know if that's what everyone else is called. The 2000s sounds too big.
Yeah, exactly. No, I call it the aughts as well.
Yeah, but everyone just lumps like the last 20 years together. I'm just like, guys,
we don't really
know a little bit of nuance there. I mean,
yeah.
Remember at the end of the aughts and the early of the beginning teens, we all lost our mind over like Skrillex and like that whole subset of music. Like, that was a big thing for like 3 or 4 years, and then it just like poof.
Yep. Bass nectar.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I mean, I still enjoy it, but yeah, it definitely feels of that time. It was, I don't know what you describe that time. It was like 2009 to like 2015, 2014, where people were like, like I said, it was the part where, previous to TikTok, where people were doing like, all sorts of internet.
The Harlem Shake.
The Harlem Shake. They had the ice bucket challenge. You were planking. You had mustaches on everything. Like, it was a wild time. I mean, it was a lot of fun. I can't explain any of it.
I love the early internet years. Absolutely.
Yeah, the innocence, the freewheeling madness of it all, and now everyone cares too much, and it cycles through too fast. I'm kind of loving all, like, so this week, for anybody who's listening next week, everyone's talking about the Batman Catwoman.
Right.
Like, the memes are hilarious, and I know in a week it's gonna be gone. No one's gonna care. We're gonna be on to the next thing.
It's gonna be less. It's gonna be by the end of this week. It's gonna be by the end of today. It's gonna be gone.
Yeah, our attention spans are too short. Like, these things just come in these waves, and it's all so fast. And I'm like, I kind of miss where people would just be really into things for like months at a time. I mean, like, think how long everyone's into the Harlem Shake.
Yeah.
Now you have TikTok viral videos that are a week long, or everyone's doing this thing, and now we're on to the next thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm like,
can't keep up. Well, and it's even surprising that your camera really doesn't like you today.
I know. We'll try this way. Downstone. There we go. Yay.
Well, and it's funny how I don't know. It seems like that seems like that was just the other day, even though it's almost 20-25 years ago. Seeing everything like the Jinko jeans, the cutoff shirt. It's so funny how the cutoff shirts are, or the capri shirt. I don't even know how you want to say it.
Crop tops.
The crop tops. There you go.
I've been cutting off my shirts. Like, soft mama tummy summer. Deal with it. Wearing crop tops. Everyone should wear crop tops. I can't get behind the mom jeans, but that's just my personal preference.
I've been thinking about find myself a shirt that I can make into a crop top just so I can wear it around.
Please do. Well, actually, I say I've been cutting all mine off. I bought like a bunch of snarky t-shirts because, reasons. And they are like all extra talls because I've got a long torso. These are like super long. Like, if I tucked into my shorts, they would hang out the bottom.
Oh, God.
So I cut them off, but I cut them off and then they shrank. So now they are pretty much crop tops. And I'm like, I'm fucking here for it. I don't care. You don't like muffin tops? You don't like stretch marks? Well, fuck you. It's hot vax summer and we don't care.
Right.
I like that everyone's standards have lowered. Like, you know what? We've all been giving ourselves haircuts.
Yeah.
Everyone gained weight and we don't care. We're just happy to be out of our houses.
No one wants to shave anything.
Nope. Stop shaving all the things. Wear whatever you want. Just do it. I'm here for the positivity that comes from this. We are healing.
We are healing. Yeah, I like that.
I'm gonna punctuate every tweet from now on with hashtag we are healing.
Don't judge me. I just can't wait to put in on this show hashtag muffin top
crop top. We're healing.
Oh man.
Oh, I have no shame, so it's a great thing because it makes you impervious to pain because who else can bring you lower? You don't even care, right? Maybe that's the greatest gift the pandemic gave us. We lost all the fucks we had to give.
Yeah, we truly.
I've been living in sweatpants the last year. I hate everybody, but not as much as I hate myself. So what can you do to me? I'm bulletproof. Hashtag we're all healing.
We're all healing.
We're healing.
Oh man.
Well, we've got off the rails. So what else are you getting into?
Well, I was just gonna say, and it was funny because you know how I'm always the king of transitions.
Yeah.
I wrote
waiting
down
for this grand transition.
A perfect transition. One of the things that I'm getting into is public shaming.
It's back, guys. If you read the Scarlet Letter, I've got good news for you.
Oh my goodness.
What are you public shaming? I guess I'm curious because
so I came across this website that they were publicly shaming these people that are just blowing up at airports and in airlines and everything.
Just being assholes.
Mostly because of not wearing masks or things like that. The Karens out there and stuff like that. So it's hilarious being able to see where they're just throw up this rant of this person. It's just like, I don't know what would happen to get someone to this point where they're so worked up on this one thing, such as a mask or something like that. But it's probably the fucking tipping point. Whatever it was just that last straw just made them snap. Yeah. And I'm for it. I love it's a train wreck. I'm
just like, fuck these people. Am I right? Like, yeah. I know we've all been under a lot of pressure, but fuck you.
Yeah.
That airline employee is just doing their job. You don't have a right to like unload all your bullshit on them because they told you they were the last person to fucking piss you off.
Right. Yeah. So calling people out on it, calling people on their bullshit and shaming them for just being asshats. Go for it. I love it. I can't get enough of that.
Well, and the funny thing is, like, I think that's kind of been an interesting thing this last year with social media is because, cancel culture, all these people that are just bitching about like, hey, you know what? I took a video of you or I took a screenshot of you acting like a shitty human being. Like, all you have to do is apologize.
Yeah.
Like, that's what, what? If somebody says, I'm sorry, I blew up at you. I lost my job today. I lost a family member. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I have mental issues. I'm struggling. Like, if you would just apologize, like, everyone's going to be like, hey, you know what? Yeah. I appreciate you being the bigger person, apologizing and owning that. But the fact that none of these people do that, they all double down.
Yeah. Oh, double down. Yes.
Yeah. That's the shitty human, like, rule number one is you double down.
Yeah.
You say it louder.
Right, exactly.
And you throw some slurs in there too, just for good measure.
And then ask for a manager.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I think it's good that people are holding people accountable to this and realizing that, like, if you're a shitty human being, like, there are consequences to that. I don't think people need to, like, have their lives ruined, but yeah, I don't know. If you have a racist tirade against somebody working at Walmart, yeah, maybe you should lose your job because you're a shitty human.
Right. And that person definitely is not getting paid enough to have to deal with that.
no. Like, my heart goes out to anybody working retail right now because, and especially in states where they've been really locked down. I've been following a lot of tweets from people that are in retail, especially women, waitresses, and people at cash registers saying like, holy shit, like dudes need to pump the brake. Like I understand that it's hot back summer, but like just because women are being nice to you doesn't mean we're flirting with you. It's because we are waitresses and we are taking your order and being attentive. Like, like people have kind of forgotten some of those social things, and like, you know, it's frontline retail and customer service people that are taking the brunt of it, and that's shitty.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the people that really don't need to put up with it the most, the people that get underappreciated, it just in total, let alone just having to deal with all of that bullshit. No.
Yeah, be nice, tip well.
Yeah,
it's not hard.
It doesn't take a lot to be a decent human being.
I mean, I know it's a lot easier to be a shitty human being, but like a little effort's really appreciated.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
I assume it must be easy to be a shitty human being because there's a lot of people that's the default mode, but you know, as somebody who's a generally pretty nice person, like it's pretty cool. You should try it.
Absolutely. It's fun.
It's fun. Join the club.
Yeah. It's a good cult.
It's a good cult. Nice callback. Like, oh, there's only a little bit.
You got to do a couple of those. You got to do a couple of those.
Right, you are.
All right. Anything else you have going on?
You know, this is kind of funny. I mean, I kind of wanted to talk about it earlier just because, you know, the screenwriting stuff, it's the same thing. Like, it's a small community. And so, like, drama and things churn through all the time. But, like, there's been a success story that I love it. And I think it's a great example of people just like swinging for the fences and having like fantastic success. So someone I follow on Twitter, Kevin Nelson, he wrote a screenplay called Shia LaBeouf Won the Wrong Motherfucking Screenwriting Contest, because apparently about a year ago, Shia LaBeouf, the actor, he entered a screenplay into a screenwriting contest and he won. And everyone was up in arms about it. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what like I said, I don't really dig into any of this drama. I've just heard about like second and third hand. And
sure.
Stories, like everyone's kind of mad at the contest, but most of the contests, they're all blind. You know, the people who read them and they don't get to see who actually writes them. But it is a little shitty that he entered a contest like this because he shouldn't have been able to. It's supposed to be open to like amateurs and people who aren't repped and stuff. But
yeah.
So Kevin wrote this screenplay as a joke. You know, it's funny, it's satire, it spoofs on and like touches on all these like famous movies and stuff. But he's been mounting this campaign online. He's made posters and basically he put it on his website, like anyone wants to read my screenplay can read it. And like I think he posted last week that he had over 1,000 people read it. And I feel like he's not going to feel like he's made it until he either sells the screenplay or Shia LaBeouf personally like sends him a cease and desist. But like, it's fucking brilliant. And I think it's great to see people breaking into like an incredibly hard industry for anybody to even like, you know, bat an eye at somebody who's an outsider. So yeah, Kevin, you're an awesome hero. Good job. I downloaded it to read and I haven't read it yet because I've got like 3 other screenplays to read this week, but I'm excited to read it. I've loved all the parody posters and I think it's brilliant.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, Shia LaBeouf won the wrong motherfucking screenwriting contest, and it's motherfucker, M-U-T-H-A, not mother, because we need to honor our mothers.
Absolutely, we still be respectful.
That's right, be respectful, you fuckers.
I am digging into this right now.
Yes, please do. And I know that like I've got so many screenwriter friends who've read it and they encourage people and tag people. Like it's just been really fun. And like I said, in small communities where it seems like everything goes from drama to drama to drama, it's fun to see just somebody having this wild ride. And God, I wish him all the luck in the world because it's fucking brilliant.
Well, again, this falls into the public shaming category, I think.
Yeah. Well, and I remember somebody kind of like read a post and kind of took it the wrong way and thought he was calling it out. And he's just like, you have to read it and then you'll understand, you know, you'll get the joke. And
right.
You know, that's the way to do it.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's great.
I'll have to
I was going to DM him and be like, is it okay if I give you a shout out in my podcast? And I didn't, because I always feel super creepy, like just DMing people on Twitter that I only kind of interact with sometimes. Like I get a small anxiety attack anytime anybody DMs me if I don't know them well. So I was like,
I let it fly. I DM everyone, and it was the same thing with when I contacted Chewy Cat about doing the Baby Yoda thing. I was just like, you know what? If he replies, he replies. If he says it's okay, he says it's okay. Whatever. I'm just gonna send a message, and he sent me a message, and we started messaging back and forth, and okay.
Yeah, I think it's just because you don't get any creepy ones from men that are just like, I like your strong masculine hands. I'm like, ew. Stop looking at my pictures of my hands.
I just have people randomly wanting to send me requests and saying, do you like sex? Sorry, that's
like, I do like sex. Yeah, I love the random dude that just says, hey, and block. Okay.
Yeah. I went off on a rant one time about that on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, always has it's more professional and having work related and everything. And I'm all about, making contacts and partnershiping with people and, being able to learn or networking, learn new things about people in different industries. But if I get a message or an invitation from someone saying, hey, they'd like to connect, I want you to introduce yourself to me first.
Yeah, at least give me a reason to connect with you, unless it's from maybe like another store group, or
if it's someone someone that I met,
but
or
somebody
whatever
outside the industry that's just like, hey, let's connect. Like, delete.
No, I mean, even I'll even say that unless it's a vendor or someone that I've worked with on a vendor, when they try to add me, I don't add them unless they introduce themselves to me first.
I had a first last month. I had someone send me a connect request on LinkedIn that was actually just like hitting on me. It was very creepy.
Yeah.
They listed their occupation as retired but looking for love. I'm like,
oh my.
Like, does this work? Maybe that's our secret millionaire guy.
You beat me to it. Damn it. I was gonna
I don't know.
That was gonna be my punchline.
Make sure you hit me up at livingmydreams@yahoo.com. Traditional wife.
Oh, that email address itself. I
just want to know. I have so many questions. I have.
How
lonely are you? Like, there's online dating. There's bars that are open. Like, join a social club.
I should send him something from the podcast webs.
Can we interview him? Maybe we could find him a traditional wife. And find out whatever that means. Like,
I don't think I could. First of all, I'd be happy to interview him. I think it'd be
that's traditional wife.
Yeah, just a slot A in the tab.
For those who are listening, Leah is making an obscene gesture, shoving one finger into her other hand.
So I would be all about interviewing him and getting him on the show. However,
you send that email. You send it from our email.
I'm going to send an email. I'm just going to
say, your billboard's gone viral. We want to hear your story.
That's what I'm going to do. But so I would love to interview him, but I would never be able to take the interview seriously. The whole time, I wouldn't even be able to be on camera. Honestly, I'd just be like, I'd just be like this the whole time, going,
"You disguise our voices."
Fuck. Yeah. Oh, that'd be so funny.
Millionaire next door.
No, wow. I'll send an email. That's done.
Yeah,
send an email.
I'm sure it's getting like blasted with emails because something apparently I've learned the last like 2 months. Like, Hotback Summer is just thirsty as fuck. Oh my God. Gosh. I have never felt more like a snack in my life. Like, going out in public, interacting on social media, I'm just like, where are all these creeps and why are they coming at me? Like, go away.
Well, surprisingly enough, I don't have that problem.
Have you tried dyeing your hair pink?
Maybe that's what I need to do. Well, you know what? I just shave my head, go outside for an hour, it'll be pink.
Yeah. Thinking about it. It's been so damn hot. I'm like, I might cut all my hair off. It's very close. I'm going to go see Stiletto Killer at the, let's see, the 29th. It's my hair appointment. So I've got 2 weeks to figure out what to do with the mop.
Right.
Yeah, actually, I guess that'll be the day we record. So you'll see the next time.
Oh, wow. It'll be freshly cut too.
I don't know. I'm really considering just going with a pixie, but that might be too extreme. I don't know. It's really fucking hot though.
Yeah. No,
but I can't put the like Princess Leia buns in if I have short hair. So
that's true. That's true. What you should do is just shave the sides, leave the top and the buns.
Well, it's not the worst idea. I know this fall I told Dusty if Trump won the election I was going to shave my head into a mohawk.
Oh, perfect.
I could just do that too.
You know, I the only thing that comes to mind is Yolandi from
I should do like the like really short bangs with the mullet.
Yep, exactly. God, why can't I think of the name of the group? Their group.
D'Antwoord?
Yeah, D'Antwoord. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look I can rock, but
I think you could pull it off.
We'll see. 2 weeks, who knows? Each day I'm just like, maybe I should keep the long hair. Like, fuck all this hair. Shave the eyebrows too. Who cares? See, this is what the pandemic did for us, guys. We just lost it all.
Yeah. We have no time, no patience for it.
Yep. Zero chill.
Zero fucking chill. Yeah.
But it's
well, the last thing I actually should have brought up earlier, when you talked about the camping, I should have brought this up. So I had to find one last thing to talk about. I was just like, I honestly, with the travel, that I had a tough time trying to figure out. I didn't have anything weird that happened while I was gone. I was kind of hoping that some
being sort of strange experience would happen.
Right. I mean, that usually happens anyway, but there really wasn't anything that was too out of the ordinary. So I had to find something. I went to Reddit and I took a look at, different things, interesting hobbies that people are into. And I found myself a little bit of a rabbit hole that I ended up getting really kind of amazed by. And that is professional skipping stones people. So there's competitions about skipping stones and seeing
I assume by like was it distance or like number of skips?
Okay. So number of skips is what it goes by, and the world record is 88 skips, and they have it on video.
Now, do they have like a standardized stone that you skip, or is it just like you pick?
No, whatever you pick. Yeah. They just do it at a river or whatever, a body of water, and just
super suck at skipping stones, so I'm pretty impressed with that. Like, I think like 3 is the most I've ever skipped anything.
Yeah, I think we did 4 or 5, but the hard part is trying to find that perfect rock.
Yeah, you gotta make sure it's a nice flat.
Yep, that's got to be the key is find that rock, and then I would assume just trying to get that whip
angle
on it
just right, and
yep.
The water's got to be pretty calm.
Yeah, so it was amazing seeing this world record, and they actually had it annotated, so they had the video going in real time. Then underneath it counting was each of the ones, each of the skips as a still as it was going, just to show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just to kind of go. And it counted out 88 skips. And that was done a couple of years ago. No, actually, I suppose 4 years ago now, 2017.
And that's the record?
That's the record. Yeah, what I've found anyway.
Cracks knuckles. Time to get started, guys.
Right, exactly. Start working on that. Get your perfect rocks.
How do you get into that? Like, you just someone's like, you're a good skipper. They got a contest next week.
Well, okay, so here's 2 things I wanted to say about that. So the first thing is that I noticed that a lot of the people that were involved with it were from either Minnesota or Wisconsin. So I don't know, there was something about the river rock that a lot of people were really interested in those river rocks that made them really easy for skipping. The other thing that I thought that was really interesting, especially talking about this competition, is that and you're going to laugh at this, especially knowing the troubles of trying to get roller derby on TV. there was going to be the skipping stone competition on ESPN3 2 years ago, or actually it was last year, right before the pandemic, and they had to cancel it because of the pandemic. But if skipping stone competitions can get onto TV easier than roller derby, I mean,
it's designed with a lot of breaks.
I guess that's the only thing.
I just think like if there's gonna be a sport that you can socially distance safely, stone skipping's probably the one, right? Like they didn't really need to cancel it last year.
Right.
It was back when we thought the rocks could carry COVID-19, so we just wanted to be safe. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was weird this time last year.
But yeah, it was the end of March, beginning of April, something like that. So
yeah, we were all losing our minds.
It was in the thick of it. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, but I thought that was so interesting. I was just like skipping stones competition. I'm like, yeah, that's something I could definitely get into.
Sounds relaxing, at least. I mean, you might suck at it, but I love being able to creek.
I love being able to find a stone whenever there's water nearby, and just, if it's something that is just a flat water.
Yeah, just calm enough.
Yeah, you usually have to look around just to say, if that's a flat enough rock, I wonder how far out.
Throw the shit out of this.
Yeah. It does make me wonder.
Time for this rock to land here on the edge of the water. Fuck you.
Plop.
Yeah, that would be me.
Yeah.
One skip. That one skip just goes right in. I know.
It does make me wonder that world record that was 88 skips on how far that actually went.
Yeah.
There was one that was 51 skips or 54. It was like the record in 2007. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where that started this rabbit hole going down. And they said that one went something like 255 feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, think of just the arm strength, just fling that thing too.
Yeah.
I can't even throw a ball that far, like a baseball that far at all.
Right. But I'm assuming that if you get enough spin on that guy, mm-hmm. and it just rotates along that water.
Physicists weigh in, tell us, educate us on the aerodynamics of stone skipping.
Right, exactly. So I was like, you know what, this is something that definitely I could get into. I could research a little bit more, and who knows, maybe I can find a few competitions nearby that I can get involved with.
Why not, right?
Right, exactly. All right. Well, anything else you had, Leah?
Nothing at the top of my list. I can smell pizza cooking upstairs, so that's good.
Ooh, that's a good sign. Good sign for us to get done.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't have anything else. I didn't have any emails this week. I did have an email from Mike a couple weeks ago. He was the one that was recommending the live music. Getting into. And he responded to our show, talking about how how he didn't think about how covers is kind of that other way to be able to interpret a song, mm-hmm. or really got to get into that. So I thought that was kind of cool that he followed up with that. He also sent a message out to all of his California buddies to try to get 100 stoners to listen to the show. I don't think we got there yet, but
that's all right. We'll get there someday.
Right. I was surprised over this last week. I was looking at the number of listens, and the number of listens shot up. I think it was like 60 or 70 listens over the last week. So yeah,
Is it now with this enhanced beautiful video?
Yeah, probably. Well, yeah, it's not. I haven't looked at that. It's a different connection. But let me see. What's the official count right now? Number of downloads or listens is 721.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually listen to us, so that probably doesn't count. I like to make sure I don't sound like a complete idiot, just like a little bit of an idiot.
Just a little, just enough of an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just dumb enough.
We've been doing pretty good. The last show so far has what is it, 17 listens. Our first show has over 100. So pretty good.
I don't know how you guys are finding us, but hey, thanks for listening.
Yeah, how about you tell a few more people about us too? That'd be good.
I'm posting our usual screenshot of us laughing at something that I forgot what we were laughing at. In case somebody, like everyone's like, why do you do this? I'm like, because it's fucking fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You could, if you want to get on the fun, just listen in. That's all you gotta do.
It's sort of like if you're going out to like have a beer with Britt and I, and then we're talking so much you don't get a word in edgewise. Same experience.
It'd be really no different of us in real life too. So
fair, yeah. I mean, we're obviously far more charming in real life.
Oh right, absolutely.
And we smell good.
I can't vouch to that.
You usually smell good.
Okay, I'll get that. All right. Well, with that said, please listen to us more. Tell more people about us, and we'll be here to be able to talk about things that we're getting into, and we'd love to hear from you to hear what you're getting into too. Check out our website, anchor.fm/I could get into this. I think that's what our actual thing
or
is.
You can just send it to our buddy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God, now I have to look. I've already forgot what it is.
Working hard
for my dreams at yahoo.com.
Yep. Tell them
anybody gets into that, please tell us.
Tell them that I could get into this.
This poor guy. Oh boy. I'm really hoping it's like a millionaire lesbian. Please, let that be the story.
I will let you know.
All right. Well, until next time, who knows? You might not recognize me. My hair might all be gone. It'll probably be a different color, at least.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Well, take care. Enjoy your pizza.
I sure will. See you later.
Bye.